Welcome back to the LC Walker Arena here in Muskegon. Bob Trimble, our score 3-2, or excuse me, 3-3 now. Sokol Kiev and Muskegon tied after 2 periods of play. Quite a physical second period, one that saw one of the players for Sokol Kiev become injured and had to be taken to the hospital with an arm problem. That was number 19, Yevgeny Alipov. Again, he has been taken to a local hospital, problem with his arm, and we'll update you on that. Joining me now is the veteran, the captain of the Sokol Kiev team, and that would be Pёtr Malkov, the captain, number 16, and also once again joining us is our interpreter, thank goodness, the professor of Russian at Grand Valley State University, Christine Rydell. And my first question to Pёtr would be, so much physical play with the Lamberjacks tonight. Was this something you were expecting in your U.S. tour?
Вы ожидали, что игра сегодня будет такая физическая? Ожидали?
Да, я ожидал, что игра будет очень тяжелой, потому что у нас и переезды, большие, можно сказать, перелеты, и вот уже 2 игры сыграли. И вообще хоккей латиноамериканский очень жесткий. Мы готовились заранее к этим играм.
He said that he expected it to be very hard physical play, and he said the other thing is they knew it would be a tough game for them because this is their 3rd game. They've been going on planes and buses and everything else, and that they prepared for it because they know in general American hockey is much more stronger and more physical.
You know, again, you'll be playing a total of 11 games between when it started this week going through December 22nd. That kind of a schedule and travel, is that something that's unusual for you, for the team during the season?
Это ненормально, что так много играете в течение 16 дней, 11.
Да.
Да. Это нормально или нет?
Нет, у нас обычно большие промежутки между играми.
It's not normal because usually between games there are very big periods of rest.
You're the captain of the team. There's a significant number of young players on the team, so they would more than likely look up to you in a leadership role. Teacher, is this a role that you like?
Но он спрашивает, говорит, что большинство игроков молодые, и вы капитан, и вы любите эту роль, и вы как-то учителем для них, или...
Ну, понял. У нас эта роль выборочная. Если ребята доверили, коллектив молодой, у нас смена поколений происходит, ветераны закончили у нас, играют в зарубежных клубах. В Европе, в основном.
He said that it's not really the same thing. He said that it's, you know, since they play as a collective, they have a switch. They rotate who's captain, and the older ones get to be captain.
The National Hockey League for us has produced great players, mostly from Canada, such as Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Brian Trottier. Are these players and the league something that you, as players in the Soviet Union, watch or hear about quite a bit?
Ну, вы смотрите эти игры канадские, ну, вы знаете эти известные игроки.
Да, это мы следим. Сейчас с удовольствием смотрим все игры.
He said, especially in the recent times, with great pleasure they watch the games.
И советский спорт у нас газета
And there's
постоянно
a
публикует.
newspaper called Soviet Sport, and they publish all the statistics, and so they get to know what's going on all over the world.
Are they ever able to see a game being played from United States?
Ну, вы смотрите передачу.
As opposed to just hearing about it?
Да, смотрим. Хоккей, вот вчера смотрели только хоккей вечером.
Yes, they've seen it.
Играли. 2-1 выиграл, как сейчас.
What about your particular team? Is this you've played on this team for several years? Is this team this year a good one compared to past years, or is it young and still building?
В сравнении с другими командами, это ваша команда теперь, она сильная или не такая сильная, как была раньше?
Сейчас не такая сильная, средняя команда. Можно сказать, даже ниже среднего уже. Молодые ребята.
It's not a really strong team, it's sort of an average team and maybe even a little below average.
Well, let him know that we think it's quite above average. That must prove that the teams in the Soviet Union are tremendous teams.
Он говорит, что мы думаем, считаем, что это очень хорошая команда, и это просто доказывает, что команды в Советском Союзе на очень хорошем высшем уровне.
Мы в чемпионате занимаем 7-е место.
They have the 7th place in the league.
Right. West Michigan is where you're at, obviously, today and last night. Do you any memories or anything? Has it been a friendly time for you here in your stay?
Дружно здесь, в Мичигане.
Очень гостеприимно.
Very hospitable.
И везде нас встречают очень гостеприимный народ.
And he said every place that they've gone, everybody has greeted them very hospitably.
The number 1 team, Khimik, number 1 team, and you're in 7th place right now after your first half of your season. does your team have the ability to come back and maybe become first place by the end of the season?
Он говорит, что теперь это уже полсезона, да?
Да,
И есть возможность, что вы выше ваша команда была. Понимаете, что теперь седьмое место, Химик первое, но в конце сезона.
Да.
Где вы будете?
Ну, мы рассчитываем где-то 5-е место занять. Потому что ребята молодые, мастерства набираются, опыта, и уже отбились уже хорошие такие.
He said that maybe by the end of the season they might get up to 5th place. He said because since it's a young team, they're still really growing, and by the end of the season, they're getting better and better.
Really appreciate you coming by and being with us this evening. Take the rest of the period, relax, and then go out and have a good third period. Pёtr Malkov, the captain for the Sokol Kiev team, along with Christine Rydell, who's been very helpful from us from Grand Valley State University as our interpreter. Once again, the score after 2 periods of play, Sokol Kiev 3, Muskegon Lamberjacks 3.